What's good, YouTube? Today we're going over the patch 7.3 mounts that are coming out tonight. The actual patch drops live tonight. It's August 29, and I'm only just finding out how many mounts there actually is going to be inside this patch. It is unbelievable. So let's jump straight into it. Just as a teaser before we go through them all, have a look at some of the pictures and at least you know the names and maybe where to get them. Here's what I know so far. Paladins can do something to their little mount they have, the Divine Steed. We then have a lot of rare drop mounts. And also a special mount, much like the, was it the Mana Worm? Something Worm, I can't remember the name, but a lot of people only started getting it like a month or two ago. It took a while for people to work out in Legion patch 7.2 how to go about getting this mount. Okay, so it's going to be one of them. No one quite knows how to do it. It's just in the game. I'm sure they'll work it out. But Divine Steed modifications. Paladins now have the ability to modify their Divine Steed ability to match all tints of their class mount. So that's pretty cool. Divine Steed, you get to use other HP, you get to use it twice. It's on a cooldown. And now it's going to look cooler when you actually use it. That's sick. You purchase these each from the Quartermaster for 500 order resources. So there's a holy themed one, ret one, prot one, and I will put some of them on the screen. But that's just a little ability change, I guess. It's not even really a mount, but still cool to put in. Now we have new PvP mounts. We have the Vicious War Fox for the Horde. Vicious War Fox for the Alliance as well. Different color scheme. We also have War Bears. And patch 7.3 has what I think to be the coolest PvP mount of any of the patches in Legion. Demonic Gladiator's Storm Dragon. So if anyone got close or has been close to Gladiator in 3s in the past, I feel like this is the patch to do it again. You need to go and try and get that mount because no one else will ever be able to get it again after this patch. So keep that in mind. There is a quest called Blood of the Titan, also Blood of a Titan, from Kieran Tor Summoning Crystal. Okay, it's an object of some sort, and it drops a quest which is given after killing Argus the Unmaker. Okay, so spoilers. I just spoiled it for myself as well. But when we take out the big boy himself, there is a mount similar to the Reigns of the Grove Warden, that mystical blue moose thing. It's not blue, but it's got blue tints on it. So it's probably like a heroic or mythic drop. And it's a Storm Crow Arcane mount. So that's not going to be right until the end. If anyone knows how Argus is going to be laid out, every week, I think for like 2 or 3 or maybe 4, I think it's 3 weeks, we get new areas to go through. So there's like a progression every week. You're not capped on how much you can play the game and progress. There's plenty to do in each zone, but it does open up week after week to kind of give people a guide on how they want you to go about patch 7.3. okay, so we know that towards the end of it there's this crazy mount, the Stormcrow Arcane mount. And that's going to be very bright and colourful, and everyone is going to know if you have it or not. There is a drop from the Fellhounds of Sargeras. There's going to be a very low drop chance, probably like the Abyss Worm. It's called the Antoran Charhound. Okay, so pretty crazy, epic. Like, how many different words can I use? I think just a recolor of the Demon Hunter's class mount. If not, it uses the same model and just looks very like differently skinned. Has like just a very burning red look, magma going on. So it's almost like an old Ragnaros color or something. But that looks pretty cool. So low drop from the Fellhounds of Sargeras. And the purple version of it, which also looks insane. I really like this purple look going on with things, purple glow. The Antoran Gloomhound is a reward from completing the meta achievement Glory of the Argus Raider. So that sounds cool. Now if we hover over Glory of the Argus Raider, You have to complete the Antorus, the Burning Throne Raid, achievements listed below. Reminds me of Warlords of Draenor, the big red dragon mount you had to get from doing certain things in raids. And some of them can get pretty hard to achieve, like you need a team to do it and stuff. So don't be expecting to get this very early on in the game. But it is something you can work towards and it looks awesome. 4 new raid mounts have been added in patch 7.3, but they won't be available until the raid opens in patch 7.3.5. Okay, so that's going to be the same with that the mount we looked at later before, Stormcrow Arcane mount. Unfortunately, you have to wait till the actually next patch to be able to get it, which is at least a few weeks away. But you're going to have plenty to do until then. Shackled Urzul, a very odd looking mount. It's got about 5 heads on it, and I'm not sure how I'm going to feel seeing that run around, but it is a drop from the mythic Argosian Maker, the final boss in the Antorus raid. Going to be very hard to get that one. Here we have Fishing is getting a new mount, the Pond Nettle, and no thumbnail for that. I actually really do want to see that, but that looks, you get Fishing, you get a mount now, another one, so that's cool. The new Dark Moon Fair mount, Dark Moon Dirigible, has been added for a whopping 1,000 Dark Moon prize tickets. They have so much content coming in this patch to do with mounts. Like, you can go back to Dark Moon Fair and hit it up harder. So, and do that. Awesome. I love seeing that from Blizzard. We then have Army of the Light, Paragon Reputation. So patch 7.2 added Paragon Reputation. If anyone knows how you get exalted and then you can continue to do reputable things and continue to raise that bar up. And when you fill one out, you get rewards from it. So, Army of the Light Reputation will be receiving Paragon Reputation as well. You will receive a Gleaming Footlocker whenever you complete one of these. And they can contain one of 3 mounts. You can have the Glorious Fell Crusher, the Blessed Fell Crusher, or the Avenging Fell Crusher. So cool. So much like redoable content. You can go for all 3 of these amounts, and people will. People very much will be. And when you are exalted with Army of the Light, it will allow you to buy the Light Forged Warframe for a large sum of 500,000 gold. It does look awesome, so it might be worth the investment. It is some bright gold glowing golem mount. Insane. That looks sick. And now we have a lot of Ruin Striders. How many do we have? We have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Tallbuck mounts. And hitting exalted with the Argosian Reach, we allow you to buy these mounts. Okay, 10k gold each, not too expensive. And new insignias are also added that may help you increase your reputation faster. So it's pretty cool. A lot of different mounts there. And probably split between Horde and Alliance maybe, I'm not sure of the colours, but only 10k gold once you get exalted with Argosian Reach. Man, these names, I'm so bad with them today. Oh, the third zone of Argus and Tauran Wastes will have 2 mounts found from a rare spawn. The Crimson Slavermaw and Vile Fiend. So, just another version of what the Demon Hunter mount looks like now. Toned down quite a bit, but more mounts is more mounts, boys. Let's go for it. And second zone will have also rare sports, 4 that can drop. We can get Chaos Runner, which is a very cool looking version of one of those toolbox. We have a Skyfin, which is, if you checked out my Hunter Pets video just from the other day, it looks like you can have one of those as a pet and also this specific one as a mount. Okay, so it's a Venom Tail Skyfin. Pretty cool, pretty like a, you don't see too many of those model mounts around. Just depends how it flies. Let's see if it's a new model completely. And also Screech the Devourer. And there is a toy that can summon a mount. Interesting. Okay, so reading the details of this. Use. Summons a rideable spectral toolbuck on Argus. This is a very, very fast mount. 20 minutes cooldown. So that toy's going to be really good to get for anyone that's made it this far into the video and wants to do some kind of like power farming, power leveling. Getting that toy, seeing as no mounts are going to be available, is going to be awesome. It says it's a very, very fast mount. So probably worth going for. We have 4 or 5 different, or we have 5 probably total mana ray mounts. And these come from fell spotted eggs. You're going to find them on rare corrupted Panthera on Argus, the cat animals. After holding it for 5 days, it will turn into a cracked fell spotted egg and have a chance to get one of 4 mana ray mounts and some other items. Awesome. Really worth trying to kill those rare corrupted Panthera, because having one of them or 2, I don't know if there's a cap in your bag, will be awesome. The heaps of mounts added to Argus in patch 7.3. In total, as you can see, there is a drop from a world quest, I believe, or open world. It's a there's a couple different of those Demon Hunter mounts. I think it's just giving you another snapshot of them. And you can get some for doing world quests, like the Rune Strider, because it's obtained from a quest. Slay 2,000 non-trivial demons in Krokan, Macquarie, and the Atoran Waste. Macquarie, I think that's how you say the name. But 2,000 non-trivial demons. Gonna start killing them, boys. Now, finally, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the Riddler's Mindworm come in patch 7.2. And it was riddled to, there was heaps of like little things you had to do in order to achieve this. Now they know that there is a horse, one of the unicorn mounts, if anyone's familiar with it. You get one in PvP for hitting Prestige 3, I think it is. There's one like that, very cool recolored, called the Lucid Nightmare. So, riddles in patch 7.3. In order to unlock this mount, you're going to have to work out how to do it. But I'm sure as soon as one person does, the rest of WoW will be able to tell you how to get it. That is all the mounts in patch 7.3. For one patch coming, like that is, this is almost like a mini expansion. We get all the new land and stuff, all the new pets and mounts, just as like it was an expansion. I mean, we are going to a new place mid-expansion, but really impressed with Blizzard and what they've done here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're planning to. Tell me what you are most excited for to be obtaining as a mount in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.